going on. And the cloud scared a lot of people earlier today.
Yeah, and and then we got almost no rain, and unfortunately to the north of us, as I was saying, really severe storms, unfortunately, rolling across, especially Mississippi and now into Alabama. But we actually luck out so far south. We expect nice weather for tomorrow, warm but nice weather for those parades and events. And then we may have some rain returning on Sunday. But right now you can see the clouds and our temperatures in the 70s at this point. Here is our radar. Again, not very active. It has not been an active scene for us over the past few hours. There have been a few showers, especially north of the lake, but that's about all that we've seen. Now look at these tornado watch boxes across Mississippi and now again into Alabama. The corner of Alabama here is really where the roughest weather is ongoing, with tornado warnings as well as severe thunderstorm warnings. And in the wake of this line, still some flash flood warnings across Mississippi. I was tracking earlier that perhaps very long track tornado that went right across the middle part of Mississippi, really from the northeast corner of Louisiana across Mississippi south of Tupelo, and now those warnings are into Alabama. But moving ahead with our PrecisionCast model, it's been doing a good job of timing and picking up on the current situation. This takes us into the overnight, and you can see a few showers for us, maybe north of the lake. That's looking like all we're going to get from this, as any sort of heavier thunderstorms stay farther to the north. We've just been so far south of where the real energy and action is, with that low pressure farther to the north of us. Now this is through the day Saturday, and look at this. Sunshine coming out as these clouds recede and that front passes in, but doesn't cool us down. It will rather just hover over us. So that's why our weather stays unsettled into the end of the weekend, Monday and Tuesday. But for tonight, we look for lows in the 60s to about 70, maybe a little patchy fog by early tomorrow, but not expecting a lot. And then tomorrow, high temperatures around 85. So out at these festivals and parades and events, you'll certainly want sunscreen and hats and things like that. And with temperatures in the 80s, well into the 80s, with a bit of humidity that we've had, I mean, it might be feeling like close to summer, unfortunately, for some folks, at least as we get that sunshine coming out as well. But hey, for Freret Street Festival, sun comes out. It looks like a pretty good day. Just remember all of your sun protection that you might need. For the Italian-American St. Joseph's Parade, this is tomorrow evening in the French Quarter. I mean, looks great. Comfy temps in the 70s, eventually getting into the 60s if you're out later in the night in the quarter. PrecisionCast for Sunday, I wanted to point out, tomorrow looking dry, no weather problems aside from the warmth and the sun tomorrow. But this is Sunday. We may start the day with a few spotty showers, and then we'll move through the day with an increase in clouds. This is by lunchtime, not seeing a whole lot of rain aside from a few isolated showers. We'll fast forward to the afternoon and evening by 4 and 5 p.m. Maybe a bit of an increase in scattered showers and potentially a few thunderstorms, although that would be especially likely farther to the north, maybe in our northern parishes or even into Mississippi. And then for the rest of the evening, this is by 10 and 11 o'clock, things are looking a little quieter. Overall, I have a near 40 or 50% chance for rain Sunday. Not everyone's going to see the rain, but especially afternoon and evening will have that chance. And just to point out, the severe risk for Sunday is going to be that level 1 out of 5, it looks like, for severe storms, meaning high winds or large hail or a tornado. So if you're north of the lake, you might have 1 or 2 strong storms on Sunday, but we also could just have a few showers, maybe a thunderstorm or 2 without severe elements, and then that's about it for Sunday. But looking into Monday and Tuesday, we keep a chance of rain around. Again, that front is moving in, kind of hovering, bouncing to the north and south a little bit over us, helping each of these days that continue pretty warm for a few showers and storms to form before we get some cooler air moving in on Wednesday. So Wednesday looks like the coolest of the next 7 days, and we may by the end of next week have a slight chance for a couple showers. But yeah, tomorrow looking good for all those things happening this weekend, and there are so many of them going on.